Well, the feasting is done. We have celebrated Siegfried. It's the 16th today, and truth to tell, 15th of February is his special day. Still, a day late. Better late than never. And we told his story, such as it is, in the service. There isn't much to tell. You don't actually know whether he existed, but we think probably he did. And he was a monk who came from York, possibly, to Sweden around the turn of the first millennium. And the one story that's associated with him, apart from the fact that he converted King Olav of Norway, was that his 3 nephews who worked with him were killed by pagan raiders, and the raiders were captured, and Siegfried claimed that the heads of his nephews could talk, and this really terrified all the local people. But the heads, instead of calling for vengeance, called for mercy instead, or rather Siegfried did. He was offered the heads of the raiders as a compensation for his nephews, but he said no to capital punishment in effect. And then as the times were then, he was offered blood money for his nephews, and he said no again. So he wouldn't see the killers killed, and he wouldn't take blood money. He wouldn't exact revenge or make people pay. And the hope is that he'd learned this through his Christian faith, that God doesn't exact from us every last penny. God looks on us with mercy and asks that we look on each other in the same way. So, Siegfried is usually shown carrying a basket with the heads of his 3 nephews in it, but today we thought, well, what if, a long time ago, Siegfried had emptied that basket? And that's what he had to show us now. And his request to us was that we too emptied the baskets that we carry with those rotting heads that we're only too happy to show to people at the drop of a hat, to show what people did to us. What if we were prepared to give up those heads, maybe even for Lent, which is just around the corner? Whatever is just around the corner for you, I hope that it is full of blessing.